Greetings and welcome once again to the Class Action Point podcast. Not that anybody seems to care. Anyways, but we have today players playing characters. They are these people, starting with Adam.
Hi there, I am Adam. I am playing Cedra, Elven Monk.
We have Jessica playing.
Sewell, the Tiefling Scion.
Nick playing.
Manak, the Goliath.
The Goliath, who has no class. Gotcha.
None whatsoever.
Alex playing.
Who's the Henyokai Scout?
And Chris playing.
Dweon, the Goblin Artificer.
And Jared playing.
Hey, the Tiefling Arden.
And then there's me, Andrew, who will be playing everyone else. When last we left our party of adventurers, they had finally named themselves. Team the Nameless Ones had done
that's
some
right. Forgot about that.
Stuff. Oh yeah, it was many weeks had passed and it was tournament time.
I do like how the person who named us completely forgot about us getting a name, though.
Yes.
Yep. So there's a name. There's a team. The Nameless Ones shall.
Oh, the worst name.
What? It ain't the worst name. There are much worse names we could have.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
Muhammad,
some
innit?
could be deity themed, for example. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, he knows.
Alrighty. So we have characters that need initiatives. Cause you had a fairly long break, not quite a long rest, but a break. You had a short rest at least, since you're last. This last round. Yeah, we didn't
We
have
were
a
in the
game
rec
last
room,
week because, well,
we were
we
just
had
chilling out with
multiple
snacks.
Players,
Okay.
absent. Yeah, Jared had some stuff he needed to do at his grandma's. Alright, slash. Whoa. 20.
Alright, during the break, Dweon takes 2 of his healing surges and puts them in orbs.
Gotcha. 2 of his balls. Alright, that should help. Me here? Alright, wow. And hey, look! There's a familiar face amongst the other team. No, I don't want to drag the whole
I
group
know that
down.
pushover from anywhere. Or, I'm sorry, that says pusher.
Yeah, they
Probably
push
is a pushover, though. That's a prediction. That's
Uh,
a prediction.
It's a halfling, so it might be harder to push over because they have a lower center of gravity.
Actually, that's dwarves that usually do that.
So what you're saying is they're easy to push over just like anybody else is.
Yeah.
Alright, let's bully these short
Also have-
people.
Oh boy. Well, this looks like a job for lack of initiative. Next one up.
Those zeros are to represent that they rolled nat 20s, obviously. That's going to go for us too,
I'm
though,
just
of course.
I'm in the process of getting their initiatives.
Okay. Shall we roll ours? Oh, actually, I think everybody is rolling. I'm not on the same page. There we go.
Hey, I'm trying. Can somebody stop? Okay.
Oh, nice. I rolled
I'm
a
trying
4.
to type, and it's not letting me type fast enough that I can get it to go finish. Because you keep interrupting my initiative.
Man, it
typing.
even rolled worse than I did. That's horrible.
I demand a
Oh,
recall.
man. We're all going to have a good time.
Somebody's breathing very loudly in their mic.
Yeah, somebody is. I don't know who.
I think
Yeah,
I
I'm
rolled
not sure
single
who
digits
either.
on my initiative last time around too.
Wow.
What was that? Oh, you
I
rolled
think I
those as well
rolled-
last.
single digits last time too.
Yeah.
That just means the other team will be able to get closer to us, so we can smack them.
Let's find out.
Hooray!
Great. Most of
Yeah, I
the
do
team
remember
is
delay.
Well, this is
So
going to be
really
interesting.
long broken legs.
Yeah, somebody was. Alrighty. So,
Wait, how did the cat get better initiative than Zephyrus?
That cat is on it today.
yeah, the cat's supposed to be on his initiative. Also, Manak and Zool probably should get themselves into their respective box area.
I'll take Shadow's
Oh,
initiative.
right.
I'm gonna swap with the cat.
Now,
The cat and I have an agreement.
did I give you that +2 last time, and did you use it?
I don't think he used it.
I don't think you used it
Mm,
either.
No.
+2 for on a.
You still have a +2 on your axe that you can use anytime. Your axe has a little rune on it that's glowing, just waiting to just slice into somebody.
Awesome.
Alrighty. So, the halfling. I need to get the rest of their party into their particular places. Actually, he'll be down here. Alrighty. The halfling pusher goes first. Alrighty. I'm just going to shove this over in the corner here. Turn order out of the way. So the
Halfling Pusher is a weird name.
Sell drugs.
No, they push something else around.
He's like some sort of, I'm going to assume he's some sort of sinister alchemist. You've convinced me.
Goes up to the kids, outside of class and tries to get them to do the, the bad drugs. I don't know.
I
what they
trust
have
him
in
because he's
D&D.
their height.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that's true. You can look him in the eye, see where you stand with him. It'll be good.
I don't know
You
what
get
kind of
trusting
drugs
feeling.
they do in fantasy worlds.
He's probably making some sort of crystals somewhere. That happens in real
Blue.
life, so fantastically, I'm going to assume there's like magic involved, perhaps a
Alrighty.
ritual.
The halfling pusher, who
Perhaps
is
somewhat.
actually a female, by the way, is going to make a ready in action for somebody to get in range.
Oh man, she's waiting for clients. She's like, "Come on, guys, I know what you need. I got it for you.
Sir
Nice, nice.
Merryweather, who is a halfling
Got
in full
them
plate,
scripts."
which is about basically like a tin can and a couple of pots, more or less, for a halfling. Still, full plate is going to clank forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and is also going to ready in action. And then it's like, wait, why is Shadow still up? Got +4 initiative on Zephyrus?
Because I did not change it permanently, apparently.
Okay, gotcha. We'll mess with that here in a moment. So that means Aya is next, actually.
Alrighty.
Aya is the first PC to go.
1, 2, 3,
Well-
4, 5.
As you're ready. Well, it looks like the Sunrazors have decided to start this battle by advancing, as the announcer goes through. And so has the Nameless Ones, apparently. Or some of them. So what does Aya do after that?
Gonna ready in action.
Gotcha.
I'm assuming the music's getting very tense. You know, the background music,
Alright,
and there's like just
Zephyrus.
some sort of tense eye lock going on.
Alright, let's see. Zephyrs will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
As you move
Seven.
to there, you have gotten in Yep, just in range of the halfling pusher's ready to action. She throws a knife at you.
Come at me, knave.
Say no to that
Alrighty.
knife. You don't know what's in it.
And it has a -2 because, well, long range, but still trying to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
-2 to this. Okay. Okay. You have a choice. Does it fly into the crowd, or does when she pulls it back to fling it, does it actually fling it Unglar here?
I vote Unglar.
Well, which would you rather it be? Odds or evens? We'll give it a good chance for either of those.
Evens.
Evens. Alrighty. It's an odd. It goes flying into the crowd. Dweon, make me a perception check. Guess who it's going for?
Blaze, 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 blaze.
I rolled a 26.
Yeah, it's going for someone familiar to you, and towards
Out
someone.
of the giant crowd, it is.
Now, who could it be? Who
Is
is
it
it?
your mom?
Is it your mom?
Oh, man.
Your dad? Or is it Ignition? Fresh from the hospital wing.
Ignition, 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 ignition.
I think we'll do this with a D6. I think.
Roll a d3.
Is this the day Dweon becomes Robin?
1d6. So, high, mid, or low for Ignition?
Oh, she's low. She's so low.
Low for Ignition. Alrighty. Now, is it going to be mid for mom or mid for dad?
Mid for mom, high for dad. I'm sure he's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Oh shit. Your dad
My
just
dad.
got bonked on the head with the handle of a dagger that went flying far too far.
I thought there was supposed to be like a protective barrier around this place.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. Yes, okay. Where'd the protective barrier go? Oh, sorry. Sorry.
As Zephyrus is in mid-stride.
Yeah, continue with whatever you're doing.
Alright. And he finishes up here and readies an action.
Gotcha.
He was in Ask Me the Looking Spider first, and then Shadow moves 1, 2,
That move thing.
3, 4. Alright,
Alrighty.
and that's
Zul's
my
turn.
turn. Unless someone gets close.
Yeah, the announcer appears to be having an argument with the tech who is supposed to be doing this. No, but there's going to be punishment later. Detention. Oh, man. For that
Now,
later.
if the dagger would have landed like blade first into an eyeball, not necessarily
Yeah,
Leon's eyeball,
there's-
anybody's
yeah.
eyeball.
Well, they
like, let's
have
say
to pay
like-
for any healing required, including possible potential resurrection if something happened.
Okay.
As well as other punishment too. Thankfully, Dweon's dad has just like a little like bruise on his forehead now. But yeah,
Dad. Oh my
I think
God.
Dweon knows
Always
who he
think
wants to
of
take
trouble.
down. All right, Zul, continue with your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go behind the pillar and I'm gonna do defense.
Total defense to try and protect
Yep.
yourself, hopefully, from harm. Alrighty. Leonara, who is an Eladrin, female, with a sword, in robes. Yep. With some minor armor on. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I thought at first this whole entire team we were fighting was just shorter people. Because I know Jilly's a short person, I know Halfling Pusher's a short person. That little fellow, tiny,
Unglar is a half orc. The apprentice teacher magic gal is human.
Okay. So
she's
there's like
already
three.
in action as well.
Oh, it's an even split. 3 short, 3 tall.
Yep. And then it's Jilly's turn. Jilly recognizes her stalker, even at this distance. As a minor action, she's going to start up her aura. We'll see what that does later. Then she's going to advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's going to double move, actually. 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. We'll see how this goes. Does that trigger anybody's action? It's been...
Oh.
And nope.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Alrighty, Cedar's turn.
Well, no. It triggers my action.
Oh goody, go for it.
And so Zephyr's charges right at her.
Gotcha. Charging the short little woman
1, 2,
with the really big aura.
5, 6. Well, that's 7. If I drew a line, it was 35 feet,
To get to her.
which is my movement speed.
Well, yeah. Just enough. Alrighty, bring it.
24 versus AC.
That will hit her. She is not happy with this.
Alright, where is it? Let's add a power strike onto that.
Total amount of damage is...
Ooh, and a crit.
crap. Well,
Bingo.
That was 13 before the crit.
Oh man, can you add another power strike to max it?
no. Anyways,
No.
it's still short sword.
All.
Only one per. Yeah.
I didn't know how it worked.
It looks like it's a total of 32 damage.
Ow.
13 before, then 11 plus. 11 plus 4, so that's. I don't even know. What was I saying? 13 plus 11, so 24 plus 4, 28, and then plus 2 is 30.
So 30 or any
Is
more?
that math right?
You including the crit?
Okay, the first attack is 13. Then you have 11 for your attack, so that's 24.
Because max
plus
damage
3.
number.
Plus 23
Oh, yeah, plus the 3, plus the 3, plus the
is
2. Yeah.
27. Plus 6 is 33. Plus 2 is 35, actually.
Okay, give me a second here. Guess what? She blooded.
Nice.
Your sacrifice will have been worth it.
Yeah, no, I just charge into their entire ranks. And it's
Alrighty.
like,
This triggers 2 other actions.
sweet.
2 other triggered actions. Leonora is being told by Sir Meriwether to go first. She is going to use a nice nasty attack called Horrible Strike on Sephruz, as she basically points her sword at him, and a massive blade of like rust that looks covered in rusty necrotic shit just bursts out of the ground right in front of him, trying to hit him with it.
We shall see.
We shall see. This is actually versus your fortitude.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
boy.
no way you're going to miss me with that.
Yeah, this is her big thing. So let's get...
Well, this is going to hurt, guys.
Okay. This is necrotic damage if it matters. You're almost lucky. It wasn't that horrible. 20 necrotic damage.
Well, I'm not bloodied yet.
And it has a nice little side effect.
Lovely.
The target has vulnerable 5 to all damage. Save end.
Well, good thing I have oak skin, but still.
Yeah, it's
That's
going to be a
annoying.
pain for a while.
Well, hopefully I just save against it. Well, then
You
again, there's...
shall use this to mark your horribleness.
2 of them are going before I can run away. Actually, that's not true. Moving on.
Alrighty. Her triggered action happened. Now Sir Merryweather gets to do his
Well,
triggered action.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That was a stupid idea to charge someone so close to
Well,
those two.
that was my triggered action.
And Sir Merryweather is going to charge you
It's typical
with his
Sunrazors.
sword of light.
Yeah.
He has a nice little light sword. Oh, goody. It does against reflex, too. Well,
That's my second highest one.
yep. So
We shall see.
we'll see here what is his bonus again. Making sure I'm not getting this is not wrong. Okay, yeah, it is right. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, that's a big
Two
number.
19s in a row, really bored.
Okay.
That's in exchange for your.
Where'd
your
that just
off
go?
the bat.
What happened?
What's wrong?
28
Surface
versus
just got
reflex.
wiped from existence.
Yeah, Severus is gone.
Oh no!
Where'd he go?
Wait, what just happened?
I don't know.
Oh man!
Did you just delete him accidentally?
Did I just hit backspace on accident while clicking on my character? I don't know.
Yeah, he's gone. He's in a better place.
He disappeared because he did not want to deal with that attack.
My Hengai Yokai people need me. I must.
There's a new
I've
Sephiroth.
Honestly,
Turn.
this world, I'm
Give me a
sorry.
second here and I'll give it to... let you use them.
I had 26 health before.
Alright,
and
we'll get
6.
there. You can edit everything else, I think, once I get the...
It's fine.
you
Yeah,
can-
I'm probably about to go down.
yeah, you can edit the rest of the shit.
I
come
should probably
up with the
spend my healing
damage.
surges from the short rest.
He does this much
Huh!
radiant
What?
damage. And remember, you're
That-
also vulnerable 5 to damage.
Yeah, that is just enough to knock me down.
Oh no!
Ooh, bad.
-1 out of 46.
Well, dang.
God damn.
No. I'm sleepy.
And as he
Ugh.
slices at you, and Julie seems not quite as hurt as before. Only slightly less hurt than before, but still bloodied. Alrighty, Cedra's turn, and we need to put Sephiroth back in the initiative order too, because he disappeared.
Well,
He
Well,
might
I think I'm
survive.
gonna delay just once more. I'm gonna I think delay rather than till start. Dweon's probably in between him and Manak.
Okay, you're gonna go in between Dweon and Manak. So 5.1. Put your initiative at, and we'll go to the Magic Apprentice Teacher, who is going to do a thing where she moves. 6 and is going to ready an action. Then Unglar. Oh boy, Unglar. What are you gonna do? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to make sure what he gets for. I need to make. Can't quite get there. Of course, so Unglar has a 7 int. He's
Oh
double
no!
moving.
Is this a special class? Is that why the teacher's there?
It's just
Is that why they're all short?
no.
Okay, this guy. I was about to say that this almost was a weird
No,
match all
no.
of a
This
sudden.
isn't the special education class.
I don't know. The minute you said like int 7, I'm like, oh no.
Isn't half orcs tend not to be the smarter though. Alrighty, Dweon. And then it will be.
Alright. Well, I just saw Sephrus run into Jilly, and I was like, yeah, get her!
Did
Yeah!
anybody, oh,
He
by the
does.
way, did
Stabs
anybody's
her
triggered
really good.
action happen when Unglar got real close?
Oh, that's right. Goes off. Hooray! That would be 23 versus AC.
That will be plenty to hit Unglar.
Or-
12 plus 8 for 20 total.
Yep. 20 damage.
Unglar looks at you funny. And that's
And he can't shift.
Yeah. So, also, so you know, Unglar is carrying this massive axe on this massive handle that has another massive axe on the other end. You're pretty sure it's a very dangerous thing. It's almost as dangerous as probably short sword chucks would be. Probably.
Let's hope he rolls a 1.
You have no idea. Alright, we got the mid in between Dweon and Manak was Sidra, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Let me just get
Alrighty.
back to the.
I'm going to
Just going through the thing to get that up, right?
Oh yeah.
Sidra.
Let's see. Yep. Let me count this out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Let me count
5,
out
6,
the
7.
ways that you can.
1, 3, 4,
Oh
5.
yeah, Dweon's turn.
All right.
Sorry, Dweon's turn. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
Dweon had
I
his
didn't
turn.
do anything yet.
We interrupted that because of
Oh yeah.
thing.
You did. Oh yeah, we did lose track of that. Go first for sure.
Yeah, go, yeah. Or Dweon.
Alright, so yeah, I saw Sephrus run in, stab Jilly, I was like, yeah, get that bitch. And I was like, oh no! Sephrus goes down. I'm like, shit. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to have to double move to even get close to him.
Yeah.
So let's see. 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's see, I don't want to get too close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're
Alright, go right there.
You're in the aura. Gotcha.
If I go here, is he within 5?
Yes, he is barely.
Alright, that's perfect. Okay, so I'll stay outside of the aura, because I don't think I like that.
Okay. You say so.
So that was my move, my standard. My minor is going to be throw an orb at him, healing infusion. He can spend a heal, or he doesn't have to spend a healing surge. He gets a healing surge value plus 3. And that's all I can do. That's all my
Yep.
moves.
Thank you.
And I'm not going to spend my action point yet, so that's it. Okay. So you can pop up there, Sidra.
Or just be awake.
Alright. I'm gonna make this simple just because I really can't reach anybody. Yay, no basic attacks. Well, I can throw a dagger, speaking of basic attacks, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to see if I can get next to Unglar first, though, so I can flurry of blows him whenever I do that. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9? Oh, I can do that. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I've got a move technique from Burning Brand, which lets me move my speed plus 2, so that's
Yeah.
7, 8, 9. Duh, I can reach. Okay, new plan. I'm not going to throw a knife at anybody. I'm going to move here with my movement technique from Burning Brand.
And burn him.
Yeah, and I'm going to double check before I click it. I think it's nope, it's not fire damage. Dang. So I'm not going to activate my aura then. I am going to smack him. Nice. I'm going to use my Elven Accuracy. That's 14
Unglar laughed at
damage.
Elfie Man.
Alrighty, that couldn't have gone better. So yeah, Elven Accuracy. Look forward to the 2 I'm about to roll.
So
Oh, okay, not a
that's
2.
better.
Does
That's
23
a hit.
versus his reflex hit.
That will hit.
Okay, he took 14 regular ass damage.
14.
And then I'm about to flurry of blows him. He's about to take additional 3 damage when I do that. So I'll just punch that into the flurry of blows damage thing. Smack. 8 damage. So he took 14 plus 8 damage. 22 damage. Fire. Some of it was fire, some of it wasn't.
8 more damage. Okay. That was with punching, not weapons. Technically.
Well, I stabbed him with my burning brand, and I
yeah,
did just a
technically it was
generic,
an implement
like, kind of.
based thing, so that affects him just as well as it should.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Manak.
Alright, before he moves, Manak is going to pop his Stone's Endurance,
Yeah, that's a
and
good
then
idea.
he's going to dash.
He's going to run up to him, right? Or charge him?
Yeah, he's going to roll up in there.
He's going to charge.
Right there.
Charge right to where?
Right next to Sephiroth.
Okay.
And that's really all he can do right now.
So he's basically double moving. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. He's getting up there in the area. Not gonna try and be next to someone so he can try and mark them.
No, he wants to be sure that he is near Sephiroth. He's basically just charging in, yelling, "Hit me! Hit me!"
All right, make me an intimidate
Sephiroth
check.
wheezes at you with his thumbs up.
Make an intimidate check?
Yeah, let's see how well you can convince some of these guys to do that.
Okay. This should go exceedingly well.
Maybe. Alrighty. Not so well. Oh,
Perfect.
I forgot something. When Cedra ended his turn in the aura, something happened.
Oh man, did I get healed? I bet I got healed.
You realize that aura, about 30 or so feet above, is covered in storm clouds now.
Ah, okay.
And a lightning bit of the storm tries to strike you when you end your turn in the aura. So let's just
I look
see.
up at it right as it tries to strike me.
Alright, it tries to strike you. Versus your reflex.
Alrighty. Well, that would just about hit, I'm sure.
Okay.
That's a pretty decent roll. Yep, that hits for sure.
Alright, making sure I got the right math. Doing print quite well. So 12 lightning damage as a little lightning bolt strikes you.
Sounds good.
And apparently this happens anytime somebody ends a turn in the storm aura. So Manak gets a buzz attack as well. 24 versus his reflex.
Yeah, you should have just rolled damage.
It's still possible to miss. Barely, not by much, but and it's the minimum damage, so 7.
Alright, and
Okay,
minus
so-
5 because of Stone's Endurance.
Yeah, so you take 2 damage total.
She needs to go down.
Yeah, it was a good idea to attack her first.
Yeah, until I got knocked out because I'm
Alright.
squishy.
Back to the top of the order, where we have the...
Redo the order because I'm in a weird place.
Yeah, I just realized that too. Back to the top of the order with Halfling Pusher. Halfling Pusher is going to try and do something once I find the right stat block. The Halfling Pusher is going to run up to, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a little bit around Manak, because big man, little girl, not good. And it's going to try and basically poke Aya with her knife. Doing a pushing strike, if possible. Against Fortitude, which probably didn't hit.
Yep, that misses.
Okay, she had no luck with that. She at least tried.
The
Too
drugs
bad.
on the knife make it slippery.
Too bad I don't have any way to slap her back.
Yet, no, you don't. Not really for that. Alright, Sir Merryweather sees a nice little place for a nice little effect of his. He is basically going to do something interesting with his sword. He is going to chant some holy, words in a language most of you probably don't have any clue about. I don't think any of you speak Supernal.
Mm-mm.
He only knows a few. He only knows enough words to do this, though, but it's going to be cool. And he's going to basically make his sword become like a almost 15-foot long thing and make a sweeping motion trying to get Sephiroth and Manak in the blade.
Even though I'm on the ground.
Well, it's also... He's gonna try. Of course, you're prone, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well, is this a melee attack or a burst attack?
It's a close
'Cause-
blast 3.
I think he'd not get the prone benefit then. I
Yeah,
think
he's
that's
not gonna
only
get any
melee
special
attacks.
benefit. Well, let's get
Or not the
Seph-
prone benefit. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm sorry. For a second, I thought I was
So-
talking about Sephrus.
Let us see how this works. Alright, plus versus 9 versus reflex. Sephrus will get you first. 15 versus reflex probably doesn't hit.
No.
Manak, let's see if he can hit your reflex. 17 versus reflex.
Pretty sure that. Yep.
Okay.
I'll
This-
take the 17.
Alrighty. Let me find my numbers so I can do. It does some. Ooh, shit.
Oh!
20 radiant damage to those who
Okay.
got hit, which was
Reduced
not
to 15.
Sephrus. So yeah, he's got a nice little light radiant thing. And while we're at, and he hit one target, which so Unglar seems to be not quite as wounded as he was. In a small way. Very small. Sir Merryweather seems to have the ability to heal when he hits something.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it might end up being annoying.
Game mechanics question.
Yeah.
If I'm prone, can I still use an action to shift?
You have to take a feat for that.
Yeah, you have to take a feat for that unless you've got some fancy crazy power that does that even when you're prone.
Specifically, there's a one called low crawl where you can shift while prone, and there's spring step where if you stand up from prone, you can also shift one square.
Yeah, there's a couple of things you can
Okay.
do that with that, but yeah, he's basically taking his turn, just trying to deal with you guys, and that's pretty much his thing. Oh yeah, he also has an aura, but you'll find out what his aura does later.
Annoying.
You've got a short woman and a big hairy man in front of you.
Alrighty, I'm gonna slap Unglar with an Augment 2 Energizing Strike.
Good idea.
29 versus AC.
29 versus AC will hit. Looks like you got some.
That damage is amusing. Max, minimum.
Yeah. Still, it's a good bit of damage, so 21 damage, you say.
To Unglar, and Sephrus can spend a healing surge and gain +1 HP.
Yay!
It seemed to not hurt him quite as much as it should.
Hey Sephrus, are you still hurt?
I'm above bloodied now.
Have an Ardent Surge too. Heal for your Surge +5 and get a +1 to attack rolls.
Yeah.
17. Yep, I'm back at. I'm one below max, so I'm good.
Good.
Alright, so you're ready to go back into swinging.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that anyway. Thank you for healing me first, though, so I don't go down immediately.
Alrighty, so that's my standard minor. And as move action, I'm going to shift back so I'm out of these thunder clouds because I've seen them strike people.
Good idea. Alrighty.
And then I'm just going to hold up my hand towards Unglar and the pusher and do like a bring it. gesture.
Let's get us a intimidate check. Let's see how well you. Unglar probably will take it, no matter what. Halfling, not so sure.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, they're both gonna come after you at least, the best they can. Alrighty, Sephrus, you're prone.
No, I'm not. I stand up.
Not anymore.
Alright, and
You are
since I
still
can't move
vulnerable.
anymore, I will
Whoa.
just stand here and smack Jilly.
Dweon, how did you get that much hit points more than you have, Max? Anyways, continue, Zephyrus.
That is a 25 versus AC.
That
26.
on who? Jilly or the Merryweather?
Yes, Jilly.
Alright, that will hit very good.
That's right, 26 because of him. Yeah. Okay, and then add another power strike onto that one.
Gotcha.
That's 17 damage total. Plus,
Your second
that's a
hit.
30. That's a 32 versus AC,
Those are all hits.
and that's another 18 damage.
18 total damage.
Yeah. Plus
18,
first.
18 plus 17 is 35 total.
Yeah.
All 35.
I sometimes manage to do the exact same amount of damage.
Alright.
It's because your first attack was way more damaging than your last time.
Alrighty.
True. And do I have something else I can do? Let's see.
Alright, she is barely hanging in there now.
Yeah, I might try to fix that.
Hey, we're gonna reach a milestone after this. Action point.
Oh yeah, good idea. I don't think you
Did I
have.
spent? I don't think I've spent my action point, have I? I don't know.
No, you
I
might as
don't think
well.
I don't think any of us have actually.
I did.
Somebody,
On my turn, I'm gonna put some more pain down on that group of people.
Well, the rest of us were saving them.
Well, to be fair, I could also just use one of my daily free actions and deal 1d6 damage to everyone within 2 squares.
True, but I think you might want to. But that's something
Yeah,
that
I'll-
might come in handy next battle too.
That's true. I'll just action point and smack her again.
Actually,
Or try
next
to.
point you'll get one. Oh,
That's an 18, and since I want to knock her out this round, add my lucky charm, so that's another 5,
hits.
so that's 23.
that'll hit. 18 was
And that's
just
50.
short of her armor class there. So
That's
yeah,
15
that'll
more
knock her
damage.
down.
Woo! No more lightning. And then I stare at Merryweather, cough,
And the
cough blood in its
clouds go
face.
away, and she kind of not quite a. Well, yeah, she's not.
Nicely.
Now you need to save against being vulnerable 5 to everything,
True. Oh.
and you're no longer
I
vulnerable to
so
anything.
saved.
Nice.
Okay.
Alrighty.
In fact, you ascend to godhood and just lift up through the arena.
Oh crap!
and
Not
just
another
straight-
one. We're running out of students now.
Damn it, our student body keeps ascending to Valhalla.
They keep hitting their epic destinies and becoming gods.
Those bastards.
Damn monks.
Alrighty. So Zephyrus is done with his turn, I guess.
Yes, and then
Well-
then Shadow goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, good. And then it is Zul's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna start off using my daily magic item power from my Staff of the War Mage to put an augment to Dishearten right there.
And let it get bigger and get all 3 of these guys in that area.
Yep. So Leonara first,
Alrighty. Versus
Then
Joe. Yeah, that hits.
then Magic Apprentice Teacher, and then Merryweather.
Apprentice teacher got him, and Merryweather not so much. Yeah.
Okay.
You got the 2 more ranged characters though.
Yep. So they take 11 psychic damage and a -4 penalty to attack rolls.
Alright, 11D. And
Then, so I'm going to be action pointing and doing again. Just so I can remember who has it, can you mark the people with like a dot or something, the ones that I'm at for?
I'm getting something here for the disheartened. Looking for something that might be sad looking. We'll give this sad face.
Okay. I'm going
And,
to pop action point and then do another augment to dishearten on
Down
the halfling pusher centered.
Alright, getting Unglar in it. The regular.
Yep.
Side.
So the pusher
Pusher,
and then Unglar.
Unglar probably, yeah, oh yeah. Got Unglar.
And because Dishearten is an AoE, the first damage roll applies.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
17 damage to Unglar.
So Unglar take. It seems to affect him a lot more than the swords and blades, and bloodies him. As a result of becoming bloodied,
Sorry, Citra.
he gets angry, and that's it.
And then that'll be my turn.
turn
Alrighty.
green.
Leonara's turn is now. So Sephruz has picked himself up, it seems, and is no longer vulnerable to her effect. She can't do that again, at least yet.
Zephyr's glares at her in particular.
Sephruz
Yes.
is gonna get attacked then.
Cool.
She's gonna start by using a minor action for one of her attack. She's gonna trying to basically do something on you against your fortitude.
Good. My lowest one. Oh, she missed.
She actually
Yes.
missed. Wow.
She missed by 3. So
Alrighty.
thank God.
She's not happy with that. She's gonna strike you again with something else, with her standard.
This one's definitely gonna hit. Yep.
Versus your
There it is.
reflex?
Versus my reflex. Oh yeah. Still.
Alrighty. She basically has a big caustic sword, just kind of plunges up out of the ground at you.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, she has some really funky powers.
Yep, I'm going after her next. Even if I've got to maybe take a hit from Merryweather, she's going down.
Ooh,
Oh,
almost
fuck.
max. It's acid damage if it matters.
It does not.
And she inflicts a -2 penalty to all your defenses. Say that.
Because that's
Because
that's
the acid eats away at your brain or something. Yeah, it doesn't quite make as much sense against will, but fortitude or AC and stuff, maybe.
I will say I have some friends that really love that type of acid, so I'll have to
True.
bring this up. next
True,
time
it could be that kind of
we
acid.
hang out.
Jilly is
I
no
hope not.
longer around.
I'm not sure how that would affect the fox.
Alright, the teacher. The apprentice
Fuck off.
teacher, actually.
No. Wait.
The student teacher says, yeah.
Magic Apprentice teacher's parents sucked. If that was the best name they could give her.
True.
I mean, Halfling Pusher, I get it's descriptive. I mean, her parents are boring, but hey, it's descriptive.
Mm-hmm.
But Magic
Alrighty.
Apprentice teacher, I mean, she was locked into her career in the moment she was born.
Yeah.
Alright. She's gonna go up and do a touch effect on Manak. Melee 1. So, this is actually going to be versus your will to see how well you deal with it. We'll see how well you deal with it here. Does it, or 25 probably hits your will.
Yeah.
Well,
And probably
21.
by a good
yeah.
bit. Alrighty. Among other things, you have just been... She has just put a magical charm effect that makes you believe you can fly. Among other things.
Like the
And-
song?
Yeah, like you
I
can
knew it
actually
if you look at
fly.
four now.
As in, if you wanted to, you could fly at least 5 squares. Anywhere, in any direction, if you wanted to. Unfortunately, that's all it lasts for. But yeah, you can fly for up to 5 squares in any direction, including diagonally and up and down and stuff. Well, down
Ooh,
might
fly
not work
down.
so well, but up is definitely an option.
Fly down, it's safer.
So this is now?
Yes, you can take a free action, fly up to 5 squares anywhere, including up.
Fly this way. Or
However, you will have an effect upon you after you fly.
You should fly directly above the teacher, so when you fall,
He's just had a flying lesson.
Yes.
Cannonball!
Alright, yes, that is what I will do.
You will try and basically fly up above the magic apprentice and fall.
Yes.
he's a little
Alrighty.
Wario Stomper.
5 squares, that's at least 20 feet. You will get some damage, but she will probably get the damage as well. From that
Sounds
part.
endurance.
I feel like she'd probably get more since I don't think Manak's probably very light.
Oh no.
We'll see how well he hits her. But first, when you realize about, as you get to about 25 feet, wait, I don't know how to fly. Oh, crap.
That would be 20 feet since I'd have to move the 5 to get over Apprentice, right?
But yeah, basically you're like 20 or so feet up, enough to, You're gonna, so we'll get as your mind kind of remembers, oh yeah, I can't fly. Crap. And some psychic damage is done to you when you do that. Not a lot, though.
Thank goodness this is just like the one of these common skits I heard.
You're trying to basically aim to land on the apprentice teacher. Correct?
Damn right.
Let's give me some kind of roll to see how well you get to them. Well, how well you hit.
You gotta do a belly flop so you at least hit her with some splash damage.
Yeah.
Sunglasses.
So, maybe athletics, maybe acrobatics, something like that. Or just try and aim for her with like you're going
Can I use
for like
perception?
flying elbow type thing or something.
Can I use perception to figure out the exact right spot I need to hit for the most damage?
I'll allow it. Go for it.
Alright.
Give me something
Nice.
good. You'd say probably right shoulder will hit. If you hit from that angle, you can knock her down too, all the way, and get a good hit. If you're aiming
I
kind
like
of for
it.
for that part, you knock her down. Alrighty. However, you're going to take some damage, and she's going to take some damage from doing this.
One of us has resistance.
Let's get us.
It's alright.
It's about 20 feet, so a good 2d10. Ooh, 15 damage done to you, and you hit quite hard enough to do additional 5 damage to her. In addition to the 15, so.
And she's prone?
And she's going to be prone here once I get the damage here. And that will just bloody her.
So does Manak land in the exact same space?
It's like a wrestling maneuver, like smacking
Manak
it like
can-
the shoulder.
Well,
knocking her
here's
to
the
the ground.
thing. Let's say, roll me a d8 and we'll determine from, here being 1 and around to 8. Basically where you land around her.
Okay.
5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right in here.
Oh, beautiful. Now I get combat advantage.
Okay.
And you got a nice little... So you land there, kind of roll off of her, but you're also prone. But yeah,
Ugh.
you did good. You did a good bit of damage and hurt her bad, and kind of, well, how should I say this? She's not going to be giving any flying lessons anytime soon, ever again.
Oh no, her livelihood.
Especially not in battle.
Yeah.
She made a dumb mistake. But yeah.
Yeah, like that's actually like from a crowd perspective, like what they must have witnessed was probably baffling.
That was an unforced error.
Something like that. Yeah, I'm seeing like, those wrestling moves off the top,
It was a flying
poles and
elbow right
cables.
to the shoulder.
Manak hit a 450 splash is what happened.
Nice.
Something like that.
That's the
And the
only time that
crowd
every
goes
other-
wild. Yay, yay, yay. Woo! Tordek, 4, 5, 15. Somebody just yells at random. And everybody looks at him like he's crazy.
Zephyrus nods knowingly.
Manak is somehow offended. That was at least an 8.
No, it's like they had the, I don't know. There was some wrestling thing where basically they had like different, like John something, some numbers. That I think was like some reference to something from like the Bible or something, but I don't remember. I'm just kind of making stuff up.
Oh, Awesome 316?
Something like that. Something like that.
It says I just whooped your ass.
Yeah, so Unglar's turn is next. Unglar, I need this. Unglar is gonna have some fun here. Making sure. Oh, good. It's enemies in the burst. Alright, so Unglar's going to shift here.
Oh no, you don't. Do not hurt my cat.
And he's going to use a nice little move called Hurricane Axe.
Does it also hurt the halfling pusher?
It's a close burst 1, enemies in burst. Unglar makes a right axe attack against each target, then makes a left axe attack against each target. On any miss, Unglar and the target each take 5 damage. This happens for each miss. He is going mad, crazy, wild. He is going to try and hit everything and doesn't care if he gets hurt.
I know it's probably overkill to use my second daily, but it's an interrupt, and I'm halfway tempted to do this just to smack him in the face.
Do it.
Well, let's see if he actually hits you with any of this.
Sure.
So, first off, right axe is versus reflex. And so we'll start with Aya. That will hit Aya.
23.
Yeah, he does have
Will
minus
still
4.
hit, yeah.
And I burn him for 10 damage.
We'll get that in a moment. Won't matter too much. Yeah,
Watch him
yeah.
crit me, just
On
my
the
luck.
on Kitty. 20
Oh.
versus AC.
You didn't have to go for the cat. That was
That
a...
probably hits.
That
I
was a
cannot
choice.
ever remember its AC.
I think his things are like pretty much yours for the most part.
I think they're slightly different, but I'm not sure.
Well, look that up, make sure.
That's what I'm doing.
And Cedra. 19 versus reflex.
That would just be a hit, but with that...
15.
negative-
It's a 15!
Oh, 15,
Yeah.
sorry, 15.
That negative, that's a miss for sure.
Yeah, I keep on forgetting the 9, it's 4.
Well, Caesar survived.
Well, we'll get the damage here in a second. Only a small amount of damage. He does this much damage to Aya. If he hit the cat, actually it's kind of a close burst, so it's the same damage for each thing got hit for that part. Now he's going to try and make a left axe against each of you. And he basically spins around one way, and now he's spinning around the other way.
Did you give him his damage?
He's going to get his damage doesn't matter yet.
And you know, while we're
He's
chatting
got
about
5,
this, it did just occur to
damage
me that if
for missing
I
someone.
used my interrupt on that last miss that he made against me,
Yeah.
I would have negated the whole attack against everybody because it would have shifted him twice. So I
Well-
think I will probably do that for, we'll say, this next round.
Okay, assuming it's effective. So his right, he's going to do his left axe against each of you now. This is versus AC. And we'll do the
Let's see
same
how-
order just for the heck of it. A 14.
That'll miss.
The kitty. Another 14.
Nope.
And Cedra.
Oh, well, that's
That
dang
is
near
a
hit.
27.
I'm not worried about negating that whole thing. He can hit me. I'm okay with being hit.
Alright, so he'll take 10 damage from missing 2 targets. He'll deal another d8 plus 5. So 7 damage to whoever got hit, which I think was just Aya. No, it's just the Cedra. Sorry.
Just Caesar.
And Cedra is taking ongoing 5 damage. Save end. Because he's angry. Angry!
Sounds good.
And he's going to take his
My
additional
blood yet.
10 damage for missing 2 people. And he's really, really, really wounded now.
Damn, he took a total of 25 from all that.
Oh yeah, he is not exactly the smartest of half-orcs. He has a nice little attack that he can hit a lot of people with a bunch of times. And himself a bunch of times. If he's not happy. No, doesn't do well.
So I've got a question for everyone. Who should I stab first? Him or her?
Well, Unglar does not look long for the world right now. And,
I could probably
and has
finish him
two very nasty people, very dangerous people around him.
off. Actually, Singer's up next, isn't he?
Alright, Unglar did his turn. Dweon, go for it.
Alright, so I'm going to just do kind of a boring round here. Let's see. I'm going to move first so I can get in the range of everybody.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. So I'm just going to do one. Dwayne's going to shift around here to, or not shift, but move. Alright, he's going to move right there.
Alright.
And the first thing he's going to do is he's going to spend his last healing infusion on Sephruz.
Gotcha.
So you can a healing surge value +3.
Sweet.
Oh wait, wait. I'm looking at the blue thing. You're not really that
blue
hurt,
thing
are you?
isn't.
was-
Yellow is the hit points.
Yellow is.
I was one above bloodied.
Okay, you were. Okay. So yeah, please do spend that. Okay.
Yeah, Manak might need AS
And
healing.
then on Manak, I'm in range. I do have one more daily. I'm going to spend this on him. My restorative infusion.
Well, I
Daily
do have some stuff up my sleeves when it comes to healing, so maybe hold off on that daily.
Well, this is not really. This is a temporary hit point thing. So
And if I recall, it's one that basically that the recipient can toss them around to other people too.
If it's a daily, we still have one more fight though.
yeah, you're right. I
You
agree
have
with
one
you.
more fight potentially.
Okay. So you're right. I'm going to say that if he has a couple healings up his sleeve, that's fine. So that was my move, my minor, my. So let's do a encounters power. I'm going to toss a lightning sphere right here.
Nice.
It's
So
enemy
this
zone.
is throw a small metal ball out there, and it bursts apart, exploding in lightning. It's a burst of 1. Enemies in burst. This
Okay,
is
gotcha.
fortitude. I don't think I have a macro for this one, so I'll just roll it.
Who first? Unglar or the pusher?
Unglar first, and then Halfling Punisher second. And this is +8 versus fortitude. So let's see what happens. Woo-hoo. Unglar first against fortitude.
Hits his fortitude.
All right, and then the second one is 11. That does not hit her.
Nope.
So 1d8 +4 lightning damage, if it matters.
Alrighty.
1d8 +4. Boop. Ooh, nice. Get a crit. 12 points, and
He is
Target
wobbling
grants combat-
so much. So
And the
very,
target
very
grants-
much.
and the target grants combat advantage until the end of my next turn.
Somebody's going to be happy, and it's
Yep.
whoever attacks him next. Because that's probably going to be all it needs.
So that is my turn. That's my standard, or my move, my minor, and my standard. And I'll save
If
my
anybody,
action.
remember also, if anybody has not used an action point, they
Oh,
will
that's
get
true. I do
new
have an
another one
action
after
point,
this
yeah.
fight. You might as well use them while you got, if you can. 'Cause you can only
Yeah,
really
you
use
good
one in
point.
one battle.
So why not do? Oh wait.
Why not get started on someone else? Or try and finish off Unglar.
Nah, I'm not going to do that. Who seems to be more badass than anybody? She's prone, so ranged attack wouldn't be good against her right now, right?
You see you're on the barely on the around. He has some kind of weird aura.
Yeah, he has a weird
She
aura.
has been summoning giant swords out of the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going after her after his turn because I'm just going to use my encounter action to shift 4 spaces and attack her by herself.
Yeah, the pusher doesn't seem to be doing much. So I'm
Pusher has
gonna.
not hit anybody yet.
Let's see if I can do this.
Well-
Yeah, 10.
Well, also,
All right, so
That's
the
not true.
halfling
She
pusher
has
did
hit
hit
somebody.
your dad.
that is true. I don't think she meant to hit my dad, and my dad is always getting into stuff like that. So I don't know if
Okay,
Dweon
just
would.
making sure.
Maybe if it went after his mom, it might be a little bit more concerned. But my dad is always like getting knocked in the head for some reason.
Yeah.
So I think what he's going to do is he's going to cast. He's going to reach in his bag and pull out a black orb and throw his drain speed and counter action against her.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, and this will work out good too. So let's see what happens. So this is going to be versus her AC. So hopefully she has got a low
Okay.
AC. I think this macro's up to. Oh, that doesn't matter.
Nice.
All right,
Nice
27.
hitter.
It was versus
So-
reflex.
Oh, it's first
Versus-
reflex. It still hits her.
Yeah, and so it's 1d10 plus 4 necrotic damage if that matters.
Wait, no. Oh, yeah.
So 8 points necrotic, and the target is slowed until the end of my next turn.
Alright.
Choose one ally within 5 squares of the target. Oh, is anybody within? Oh yeah,
Zephyr's
Sufferers
within.
did.
Zephyr's
And
within.
that ally grants a +2 to bonus to speed until the end of my next turn, and also gains 5 temporary hit points.
Ooh, sweet.
10 hit points are going to be the most important part of that, I think.
Yeah,
For
I know.
some.
The speed doesn't really do that much. It never
I
has.
Yeah.
mean,
But temp hit points are always useful.
Yeah.
Any
All
damage
right,
you
so
don't
that was my
take
action point.
is good.
I'm good.
I mean, with that +2 to speed, it means I can sprint 9 squares away.
Run while you can.
No one would be able to catch me except for me as a fox.
Alrighty. Dweon did his thing. Cedra. There's an Unglar. The Unglar is
Yep.
barely standing.
Stab.
Alright, well, let's see how stupid he really is. I'm going to spend a minor action to activate my aura, and then I am going to spend the move action of my Blistering Flourish to move my speed. Any attack, and what happens basically is I start moving my speed, but I've got like fire kind of covering over me as I move over here, provoking an attack, perhaps. He will take damage if he hits.
Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, he's going to try and hit you. He's going to try.
Okie dokie.
And he is going to use... Which one is he going to use? He'd use either his right or left axe. Which does he want to use? He's going to try using his right axe against you. Which is the one that's versus reflex. He
Alright,
does manage to
26
hit you.
minus 4, that does manage to hit me. Alrighty,
So let's get
well, I'm going to, while you sort out how much damage.
He
Okay,
does 9
9.
damage and knocks you down.
Alright, I'm prone, so I'll have -2 to this next attack. Awesome.
That's pretty much all he does.
He also takes, well actually I'll tell you in a second because it's listed in the attack. I'm
Is
about
it
to
more than
use.
2?
Oh yeah, it's like 13 or something.
Unglar goes down.
Awesome. I mashed 0 on everything because I wasn't paying attention because I was invested in seeing if Unglar died, so this doesn't have any math into it.
Yeah.
But that is my -2 halfling pusher attack.
Alright, so... Versus the halfling.
I believe it's
pusher
-2. Let me
Versus
double check that.
reflex
Yes,
is
for
a
19.
hit.
Okay. She takes 12 damage. It's not fire damage. I'm going to flurry of blows. I have to actually select myself first to do that. I'll add in all my damagey thingies. So vulnerability, there we go. She takes 13 more points of damage. 12 regular old damage, 13 fire damage. For 25.
She is hurt bad.
And I'm on the ground. And I still got a
Minor action.
yeah, no I don't. Actually I used that. I got a move action that I spent. Oh yeah, knocked everything out. Perfect. That's my turn.
Okay. No action points?
I used that in the last
Oh
fight.
yeah, okay. Manak.
What are we using for prone? The boot?
The person lying down with the big pain
Pins?
things coming out of them.
Okay. paint
Kneeling.
pins.
Yeah, just look at on her.
All right.
Dragon's Blood.
Manak is standing up, and he is going to use Second Wind.
Okay.
And there's a few things that come from that. First of all, I'm going to use the Amulet of Life ability to spend another Healing Surge.
Good idea.
So,
I'm assuming you're
let's
also
see.
marking the one next to you, so the other effect of the second wind from being a warden goes off?
yeah.
Good idea.
So,
So we will mark her with the green dot to mark that.
alright, when I use my Second Wind, I can shift up to 4 squares as a free action.
Okay. From that.
So I'm going to roll up 1, 2, 3, 4 next to Sir Merryweather and mark him as well.
Okay.
And each enemy marked by me takes an additional penalty to attack rolls that don't include me as a target until the end of my next turn, and that is a -4.
Okay, gotcha.
And then
Alright.
I'm going to pop my action point.
And beat the snot out of them.
Oh, hell yes. I'm going to use Predatory Guardian.
Ooh.
So,
What cool things does this do?
22 against AC.
Now, were you able to get... You're not flanked right now.
Do I need to be direct line?
Yeah, you need to be in the square right above you to get flanking of Sephrus.
Can I move after I use an action point?
If you don't have a,
Well,
if you don't have a move, you've spent.
You already moved your... you did move action. You got that.
Yeah, I used my move to stand up.
And you had got 4 shift 4 from that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite enough to get there.
Don't you have that thing Dweon gave you to get a +2 to 1 attack?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, you got a thing that can give you a +2 to a 1 attack, and that will get you enough. You're
Okay, I'll
really,
do that.
really close. He has He's short. He has plate armor, and a shield. He's not easy to hit him somewhere where it would hurt him, even with a big axe or weapon.
All right, I will pop that rune
Alrighty, that's a hit.
to hit him.
And
So that is 11 damage. I've got something. I'm going to use the encounter power on my giant kind gloves as a free action
do 2
and
more.
add +2 to the damage. So that's 13.
Alrighty, that's good.
And as a result of using Predatory Guardian, if the target shifts before the start of my next turn, I can shift 5 squares as an immediate reaction.
Okay, so basically, if he tries to get away, you can get back to him.
Yes.
Pretty much anywhere you want around him. Gotcha. Alrighty. Manak has marked this dude as well. Alright, we'll get the Halfling Pusher next at the top of the order. Halfling Pusher is currently next to Cedra, who has attempted to burn her.
Oh, I succeeded. Oh, you know what I didn't succeed in doing? Taking my 5 damage at the start of my turn from that ongoing.
Yeah.
Let me do that, and let me make a save against that.
Yes. Save against that real quick, and we'll get the Unglars thing. Nip. Alright, the Halfling Pusher is going to push you around, because that's what she likes to do. She is going to attempt to stab you with her knife and push you around. So, versus your AC.
That is just a hit, but she's also got combat advantage, or I should say I've got -2.
Oh, because you're prone. Yes, you're prone.
Oh, actually, no, that is a miss, but I'm prone, so that's a hit.
So she hit, and she gets combat advantage on this. Yay! She actually can do damage.
I wanna push
Yeah,
you
it's combat
around.
damage.
Well, I
Exactly.
will. Well, I
Oh.
will.
Oh, that knocks me out.
Yeah, 15 damage.
Yep.
And you get pushed over here too. You're knocked down.
I wanna push you down.
Yeah, we don't want any problem. We don't want any problems with copyright issues.
Caesar just gets starts rolling away.
Sir
Well, hey,
Merriweather.
fair use. He can sing it for a few seconds.
Sir Merriweather is unhappy. Very unhappy.
Do
He is
something.
marked by Manak. He does not like being marked by Manak.
He wants to take you for granted.
He is going to attempt. He's actually going to attempt to attack Sephiroth with his sword of light. So, swing.
Oh, hell no,
Manak,
he's not.
Swing.
Well, that misses.
That misses.
Guardian's counter.
Actually, it's swing. He misses completely. He had to hit that.
Oh, alright, then...
But you still get
what
to
am I gonna
punish
do?
him with some of your warden abilities. That basically he made an attack that did not include you. You can smack him around.
Let's use Warden's Fury.
Alrighty.
I do not have a map. Wait. Oh.
Ooh, versus fortitude. Well, not quite his fortitude, and you already used your +2 thing. Oh, so close though.
Alright. We still get combat advantage against him.
You know, even if you miss, it's an effect part of that.
Let me double
Or part
check
of the
that. It doesn't say anything about upon a successful hit or anything like that.
Does it have like an effect? This happened, type of thing. Where it says,
So it's called Warden's Fury?
yeah.
Nope, not Prone Warden's Fury. How about Warden?
I make an attack against him, and the target grants combat advantage to you and your allies till the end of your next turn.
Okay, it's part of the hit line.
Okay. He actually had to hit with that.
Okay.
To do effect. Okay.
Yeah, it'll like have a bolded like effect, like colon, and then like string along whatever it is. If it's just an all the time thing.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's something that happens regardless of whether you hit or miss, it'll be an effect, colon, whatever it does.
Oh, okay, I see.
There's a few of those things. Mostly it's dailies and some really good encounter powers for most classes. Very few, few at-wills do effects, for example. But yeah, alrighty. Yeah, he is not happy with missing. He is not happy with you attempting to basically squash him with your axe, like he was supposed to be a pancake or something. He is going to shift away. And didn't something you do make you do something when he shifts?
Yes, I shift as a response. So
He does not know your battle skills very well.
Just behind him.
Yeah, I'm gonna step in front of him.
Basically keep him from going towards Zul and Dweon. Gotcha.
Yeah, and just wag a big old finger at him.
No.
Well, now
Nope,
Sephiroth is
indeed.
annoyed.
Yeah, well, you're still getting used to fighting with your new friend, and he's still getting used to fighting with you. But
No,
it's
I'm annoyed at Merryweather, not Manak.
okay. Yeah.
I wanted him to end his turn next to me, but that didn't happen, so...
So
Oh
It
well,
is turn.
now I get the charge.
somebody who though
The only person I can charge. Well, I guess I could charge.
you charge a
Halfling.
halfling, technically. Well, the other halfling, Sir Merriweather, is also a halfling.
Oh, is he? Huh?
Yeah, he just happens to be a male halfling and plate male, which is kind of
Alrighty.
weird for a halfling.
Alright,
It's
time
Aya's
for me to
turn.
party.
Aya's turn.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna throw out another Augment 2 Energizing Strike.
Yeah,
To hit the Halfling Pusher.
push him around.
23 versus AC.
The halfling pusher is pushed around.
Alright, so 22 damage to her.
Okay, that's a good bit of her hit points.
And Cedric can spend a surge +1.
I'll turn
Nice.
her into bloody. Or not. Reroll that. Second chance, because she's a halfling.
Time. Damn.
That will miss. Never mind.
Now I'm sad.
Bummer mode.
Yeah. Yeah, she was not hoping that wouldn't happen.
Well, Cedric gets healed anyway.
For the Ardent Surge. Gotcha.
Oh,
Righto.
Alright, action point, demoralizing strike.
oh.
Correct.
There we go.
There we go. Do all your...
Alright. So it's 16 plus 17.
Wow.
So 33 damage.
She's hurt bad. And is bloodied, of course. Yep.
And also takes a -2 to all her defenses.
Yay. Because she's been hit
Alright.
hard.
That's all my actions, so I'm done.
Alright, Sephiroth.
As a minor action, he's going to use Draven's Mark on her,
Yanara, gotcha.
and then he's going to charge.
Charge!
So that's basic melee. That is a 28 versus combat advantage. Or versus AC, rather.
That is a lot more than you needed.
Cool. That's 10 damage. That's a 19.
So 19 is not quite enough to hit her.
Really? Well,
Yeah. At least in the
now
AC
Sephiroth is
department.
sad.
But you did, how much was it, 10? Or 11?
Yeah,
10 damage.
10. Hold on, let's see. What was that? I'm going to re-roll that 1d8.
Okay, see if you can get a better than a 2. Oh yeah, so
Alright,
that's like 4
add
more
4
damage.
more damage. So 14.
4 more damage. Alright. She's still not quite bloody, but she's getting there. She's not
I didn't
happy.
even think she... I didn't even think she had been hit yet.
She had been hit by one of Zul's effects.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But that's about it for this.
And then Shadow moves over here.
Gotcha. Protecting your buddies from combat advantage by being cute.
Pretty much.
Alrighty. Nothing else? Any action points left? Oh yeah, you
Nope.
used your action point, didn't you?
Yep.
Alright, Zul.
Okay. This is going to be a hard one to decide to do because I was hoping there are going to be some enemies closer together.
Well,
So I might have to do a really lame, action for my turn.
Yeah.
Mind Crush.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Mind Black. I'm just trying to decide who I want to go after.
it has the halfling pusher dealt with. Manak and Merryweather are having their little duel. The magic
I'll help out
presence-
Sephiroth.
Yeah, Leonara is getting close to bloody, probably.
Okay, I'm going to move there. Minor action, distract, and then I'm going to do augment 0. Actually, what was the benefit for augment 1 mind lock?
You're
Target can't shift. Yeah, I'll do augment 1 mind lock on Leonara.
Alright, try and finish.
Try to keep her at least stuck in melee.
Gotcha.
So 24 versus Will.
That will hit for a 14 psychics, which will bloody her.
And then that is my turn.
She has. Does she do anything when she gets bloodied? Nope, nothing special for her. This
And
Mel-
dishearten wears off on everyone.
the other disheart. Yep, gotcha. All
So
right.
now she's slowed and can't shift.
Gotcha. Leonara is not happy with being next to the fox man. She so likes hounds better.
Smart.
As an Eladrin, she does have a nice little thing she could do. She wants.
Is it the teleport thing that I vaguely know about?
Phase step. Leonora teleports 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey! Hey, lady.
Oh,
How'd
look,
like to
you
have
just,
a ni-
she just
How'd
got
you like
right
to
back
have
in the
a nice
charging
acid
range.
blade in your face? Caustic blade on you, lady.
Oh. Let's
versus
see this
your-
caustic bladeness.
Versus reflex. 25.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Good. Let me find my damage amount. Woohoo. She seems quite calm, way too calm for this.
Okay.
12 acid damage. Oh, and you got -2 to defenses. Yay.
Okay.
Oh, while we're at it, have a little attack against your fortitude too while you're at it.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Hey, you take an ongoing 5 damage, save ends, and I heal your hit points whenever you take it.
Okay.
Cool. Cool. Laters. Yeah. That was her turn. Jilly is no longer a part of the battle and hasn't been for a while. The apprentice teacher. The apprentice teacher is going to find... Okay, she was prone. That's part of all that stuff. So she's going to stand up. Once I find the stand up thing. She no longer has the thing. She's technically marked by Manak. And let's see what we can do here. Yeah, she's going to point her little, her wand right between Dweon and Manak, trying to get you both with a twin bolt. So start with Manak versus your reflex.
But that's a hit.
Ooh. And versus Dweon.
Aging Dr. Dweon.
Dr.
Oh, sorry,
Dweon.
I was muted. My reflex is an 18.
Alrighty. So that misses you, but it shocks Manak for a little bit of lightning. Just a little bit. For 11 lightning. And she'll throw in her heroic effort to make it hit Dweon. Forgot she had that. So, Dweon takes 8 lightning. So but that's pretty much, she's almost out of stuff. Unglar's no longer around. Dweon, you just got shocked.
I did.
Wait, just to clarify, were those separate attack rolls?
Yes, but it's part of the same attack.
Okay.
It was 2 ranged attacks, right?
Yeah, 2 ranged attacks, and you were included as one of the attacks.
Well, if it's not
I
an
think
area
that's still a
burst or
negative
anything-
4 to Dweon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's not a negative,
Yeah.
or if it's not a burst
Never
of blast,
mind, it didn't
Leon's
hit.
gonna...
He wouldn't have hit Dweon even with the heroic effort thing. Never mind. Dweon, you get 8 hit points back, or whatever you took. I don't
Woohoo!
remember
Yeah,
if
it
you
was
had
8.
lightning resistance or not.
Nope, I just have
Okay.
poison, or no, acid resistance.
Okay, but it did hit Manak for a small amount of damage.
Alright,
Alrighty, Dweon's turn now.
alright. There we go, we'll rack up. So Cedra, you're kind of hurt right now, and you're laying on the ground. Well, it's convenient that I'm standing right next to you, because I can spend my encounter action as a minor, my Iron Resurgence. So it is a touch action, so the target loses a healing surge and then can spend 1 or 2 healing surges. The target also gains temporary hit points equal to half his healing surge value. So,
Okay, I've got it.
Yeah.
if you have enough healing surges to do all that, then go for it.
I was going to say, it would be 3 healing surges to
To get
the
two,
full benefit.
Yeah.
But
You get the
if
max.
I'm getting the benefit of
You're
but if I'm getting the
fine.
benefit of half a healing surge as part of that ability, then that causes it to hurt a little less whenever I spend at least one, which is all I'm going to do.
Yeah, Zool forgot she's a tiefling.
So I'm going to spend those two to spend one.
I don't get hit very often. A lot of battles I go without taking damage.
Or barely taking damage.
This is why you should
Yeah.
multi-class like Warlock or Paladin. That way you can turn Infernal Wrath into an action you can use on your turn.
Yeah.
Or something, yeah.
I already multi-classed, so.
Because if you're a Paladin, you turn into an everyone is marked by me.
And burns
And
if
you're-
they don't.
I do like that feat. Gives you a decent melee basic, too. But that's neither here nor there.
Alright.
And if you're a Warlock, you're like, meh, come inside the zone if you dare.
That's true. It goes good with the charisma feat, too. Imperious Majesty, that's like a double trouble
Oh
thing
yeah.
to whomp them with.
Alrighty.
Alright, so that was my minor action. As I heal.
And
Sure.
I shoot you a thumbs up for it.
Alright, so I just pat you on the head. I'm like, come on, camper, get up. And then I look over at Manak. I'm like, okay. And so I cast, let's see. Manak, you really don't want him pushed away from you, right? Brother?
I think I can manage either way.
I mean, if you have a charge attack, I can push him away, maybe, or...
Not really.
Okay. Well, then I'll just cast Ethereal Chill on Manak. And so one enemy in the burst. This is the first one. So against Merryweather. There it is. No, I do not. Yep. So that doesn't help at all.
Yeah, Sir
So
Merryweather might
you
not
don't-
be very good at reflex with its plate armor, but not quite that bad.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah. So that doesn't do anything. And my move action. I don't think there's any minors that I want to do. Okay, that's it.
Alrighty, Cedra.
Alright, well my eyes shot open at the first heal, and then like I see Dweon over there healing me for a second time, and now I'm just kind of energetic, and I kind of spring to my feet as a minor action with my boots.
Yeah.
And am I even bloodied anymore? No, I'm not. Let me take that dot off. Doop. I should have kept taking off dots while I was there. Alright, so I spring to my feet as a minor action, trying to find a fun guy to smack. Not a mushroom person, but one of these fellow idiots that give him the beat down too.
Question.
Tell you what, she's singled out.
Dweon, who did you attack with your attack real quick? Is it Sir Merryweather? With your little ice thing? Are you there, Chris?
Yeah, that was Merryweather.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. That's fine. That doesn't do anything then. Continue. Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
I just wanted to make sure who... Cause it might have triggered something from Sir Merryweather if it did. It was someone else.
No worries. I look over at the pusher. I see she's kind of like woozy and barely on her feet, so like that's
Yeah.
no challenge. But that magic teacher, it's kind of frustrating me because it's not like we got to bring our teacher in.
Well,
So I'm gonna like
She-
take the opportunity to attack a teacher.
well, it's a student. It's basically a student teacher.
Oh man, even better.
How,
I love
yeah,
I
some
love
pe-
picking on those guys in high school. Like,
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah, more or less. A student teacher. Learning to be a teacher, but not quite a,
Alright, well, she's gonna be not having a good time after this. I'm going to use Light the Fire. Hopefully I'm gonna hit her with it. Let me add that +1,
Alright.
+3 for the last thing. I'm adding invulnerability too. Nice! Looking good on that die roll too. I rolled a 3.
That will miss.
Yeah. Cedar's just like, I love making fun of you guys, and completely whiffs. It was just like deflated, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Alrighty.
that was Cedar's turn. It was glorious.
Sure it was, yeah.
Alright, I'm going to gloriously remove my awesome damage aura, so that way we can all pretend like no one saw that. I don't need to draw attention to myself anymore.
Alrighty. And it's Manak's turn, unless
Yep.
anything else. Alright. Sir Merryweather is in your face. And you're in... Well, your knee
He's
is
in my
on his
knee.
face.
Alright, let's use another encounter power, Wild Blood Frenzy.
Isn't that the one where you attack twice? Basically?
Yep.
Cool. 2 chances to hit him. Hopefully. 25 will hit him. 16, not so much.
Alright.
15 damage is good. Is good against them. You knock him around. He blocks your second blow with his shield, but you get a nice, knock him right in the face with the other hit. First hit. You try and go for the one on each side. Hopefully make him block with the side you just hit him on, and miss, rather than block where his shield still was. But you got him once. That's good. I'm assuming you're keeping him marked as long as you can.
Yep.
Alright. That also means the magic apprentice teacher, the one wears off, but she's got other problems right now. Alrighty. The halfling pusher is a little wobbly. Does Manak want to do any shifting or moving around or maneuvering?
Let's shift down to here.
Okay, get a good try and keep him away from most of your party. Gotcha. Alrighty, cool. Just wanted to make sure the halfling pusher is kind of out of good stuff, but it's just gonna try and stab.
Had a sail going, cleared out completely.
What?
You said out of good stuff. I said she had a sail, cleared out completely.
Yeah, 11. So plus 11 versus AC, 18 on it. Yeah. I don't think that's quite enough, right? Yeah.
Oh, nope.
Alrighty. And she's just gonna walk away from her.
Oh. Is she now?
Yes, she's walking away.
29.
29 versus AC will hit her for 11 damage, which is enough to knock her down. So,
Really?
Yeah, she was not expecting you to...
I recognize this maneuver.
Oh,
this
not
is
enough
you like
knockdown.
deliberately get yourself knocked out, so that way you don't have to keep participating.
She was hoping, actually, that you wouldn't hurt her that much and she could shove you around with her ability Shove Back. When she's missed by an opportunity attack, she can push the attacker 3 squares and knock it down. But, well, didn't work so well. She's out for the count.
So that's 2 knockouts that involved provoking poorly timed opportunity actions.
Yeah.
Cedar and then her.
Yeah, so, Halfling Pusher's down. Sir Merryweather. Sir Merryweather is not happy here. Sir Merryweather is still marked by Manak. Sir Merryweather is going to try and stab him with his light sword thing. Just you can still do against reflex. That might hit though.
Against reflex?
Yeah.
God damn it! Why does everything hit reflex?
Well,
That
it's
hits.
sort of light. It kind of goes a little bit through most armor. Most.
Oh, I remember those from 3.5. It's like a touch attack. Brilliant weapon.
More or
That's
less,
what it is.
more or less, yeah. It's like the...
You're being touch attacked, man.
I remember those from Star Wars, you know? The thing, those light swords, or
Yeah.
light
Not quite
sabers,
as...
as
Oh,
they
yeah.
call them.
No, lightsaber's wrong. Like I'm a Star Wars pro. I know everything about Klingons and light swords. I'm an expert.
And the USS Enterprise.
Yeah, yes. With the
Well,
giant
he
laser
rolled
that blew
pretty
up,
bad for damage.
planets.
Well, at least one of those dice was really bad.
God, you're such a noob. It's the Millennium Enterprise.
Oh,
Why is my nose bloody right
yeah,
now?
of course.
Oh man, and we have this one recording too. I feel like a fool.
And yeah. So, Aya. Yeah.
Alrighty.
You no longer have a problem with anybody next to you, so you might as well go deal with someone.
Yep, a demoralizing strike on the Magic Apprentice teacher.
Gotcha.
26 versus AC.
That will hit.
For 13 damage, and she takes -2 to all her defenses.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Anything else Aya's doing?
That's about all I can do right now, so...
Alrighty. Sephiroth, take your turn. I'm going to be back in a second.
Well.
I guess your turn's not special.
Alright.
Who you
God.
blundering?
Do what?
I said, who are you blundering? And then I saw your character move up.
Yeah, this asshole who dealt the most damage to me of all of them.
She's been rough, yeah.
Ooh, that's a 32.
Nice.
What is that, a 6? Yeah, I'll keep that one. Oh, look at that. Max damage. Ah, beautiful. So that's what,
We'll have fun when she gets
14?
back.
Yeah, 14, then another 14, so that's 28 plus 6, so 34 damage. I don't think she's getting up in this one.
I hope that knocks her out.
Alrighty. How much did you do?
34 damage.
To Leonora, who had... Let me make sure. You did 39?
34.
34? That's enough.
Yeah.
Falls down. For now.
And I still have a move action, so I'm just gonna walk. 1.
Wait, did you
2.
charge?
Yeah, I charged.
Oh yeah, charging ends your turn, remember.
Oh, well, never mind then. Hi.
Yeah. So, Shadow.
Probably not the worst thing, though, because she's about to get back up.
Zul takes 5 damage, and Leonora healed 5 hit points.
I hit her again.
The second hit took her down.
Just kick her.
Indeed.
She lays prone.
Yeah, I'm getting there here.
Okay. I am going to move up,
Just
and
punch her in the face.
I'm going to do, force punch right in her face. So I had +3 to this for bloodied and combat advantage.
Oh yeah, that's plenty. Is it force punch or force kick? She is prone.
Force punch right through her frickin' face.
Nice.
That won't go through it, but it will hit her right in the face.
I hope it breaks her nose at least.
Now you need to make your save against your ongoing damage, or it'll heal her again next turn.
Okay. 1 second.
Good luck. Okay.
Oh, I got it.
Now
Oh,
we can
goodness.
take her off the board now. Because, yeah, that took a lot worse. So the announcer's like, oh, a nice punch to the Eladrin, knocking her down for the count. And
Punch her in her pretty Eladrin nose.
And, wow, it's looking bad now for Team Sunrazor.
All 2 of them.
Both of them, yes.
One of
Alright.
them is blooded, the other one is not, but
But
we'll
the
see.
one that's not is also apparently getting hit, knocked around like quite a bit. Alright.
And as long as he stays in charging range, I can beat the crap out of him with combat advantage.
Alrighty. The Magic Apprentice has one last trick up her sleeves. She has a nice little close blast 3 she could do. And there's a nice little place to put it. That will get 4 targets. Right in this area surrounding the kitty.
Shadow growls.
You said my mark faded?
Yeah, you have to keep it every turn to keep it up. You
And
know.
I have to be adjacent at some point to
you have to
refresh
adjacent
it.
and do the thing with the it lets you mark them all, everything next to you. Even though it's a free action, so you can pretty much do it anytime, you still have to be next to them, and it only lasts until like your next turn or an end of it. So, but
Damn it.
she is still including you in this part, so that doesn't really matter right now. She is using a nice little Close Blast 3 to get Cedra, Kitty, Dweon, and Manak. And a nice little forced feedback thing. So we will start with nearest to farthest. It's versus Fortitude. So Cedra, 14.
I think you hit. Let me double check.
Make sure for certain.
Yeah, it is that low.
Wow.
Shadow the Kitty.
Oh, man.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that's gonna hit, I think, everyone. On everything. Forever.
Dweon's attack, 17 versus Fortitude.
Yep, it barely hits.
And Manak, 27 versus Fortitude. That's a lot.
No!
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, let me find the...
Well, Shadow's probably about to poof.
Now, this does... actually a crap ton of damage, it could.
Yep,
Potentially.
Shadow's about to poof.
Indeed, most likely. This is a lot of damage, but it's her last big thing. And then
Well,
she's out at wills.
if she survives till the next round,
Ooh.
Zephyrus is probably gonna come after her. Bye,
That-
Shadow.
Bye, Kitty. Bye, maybe Cedra, maybe Manak. 25 force damage, and you're basically pushed away from her 2 squares. So did that take Cedra down?
Is that a straight line?
Basically, it's a more or less a cone type
Like a-
thing. So it
like a
tries
cone,
to.
yeah.
You're basically shoved right into For your angle, she can't really push you much other than to just make you at most trip over Sir Merryweather.
Just flatten him.
Dweon and Cedra, however, can be pushed around a little bit more. Dweon can go about here-ish, and Cedra to about there.
Zool's about to embark on a bizarre adventure.
Whoa. Whoa.
Okay. Art is a thing that happens.
Yes, it is.
You can.
When we have a bored artist. So yeah, that hurt bad. Unglar's down. Dweon it's his turn.
Dweon's dead too.
No, not bad. I am bloodied though. I'm like, ow, that fucking hurt.
Yeah, I'm bloodies as well, of course.
Oh, let's see.
I'm not
Dweon,
bloodied.
while we're at it, make me a perception check.
Oh,
All of
shit,
us?
why not?
Just Dweon. We'll see if he
Oh,
recognizes him.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 total.
He hears a dim voice go, "Go, Dweon, go!"
Yay.
And looks over his shoulder and sees his mother just cheering, and his father, face full of what appears to be some kind of sausage in a bun.
He has a giant welt on his head, like,
Yeah.
from a cartoon.
Yeah. He also has a nice little bandage. Apparently, one of the medics got to him a little while ago.
So I got pushed, but I'm not prone, right?
You're not prone or anything, just kind of got shoved back a little ways.
Alright, so I regain my footing, and I'm just like, I wave at my mom. And let's see, how far away is she? Oh, she's 25 feet away. Alright, that works for me. Well, let's see what I still got in here. Can't use that. I already used that. I already used that. I'm gonna have to move one step closer, just so I can do something here. Oops. This thing. Alright, so now I am within 5 of Ea, correct? Yes. All right, so I just take a step forward, and then I am going to cast. Let's do Thundering Armor. Hey, you don't want the Magic Apprentice pushed away from you right now, do you?
Nope.
All right.
Or at least, yeah. Okay.
Well, then I'll just.
It is my special friend.
Okay, I'll just do Ethereal Chill then. But you still got a lot of hit points and everything. So let's see what happens. Doop. Didn't I roll that last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Oh, that didn't
You
work.
need to chill out.
Yes, that's not good.
Have an ice day.
I was making a mate joke.
All right. Let's,
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
You need to let it
my
go.
direction.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Oh, Manak, you're looking pretty sad there.
Anything else?
A little bit.
I don't think I have any really big heals left. I already spent my 2. I got my daily, but I don't want to use that right now. So, nope, that's my turn.
Alright, Cedra.
Alright, I'm gonna just walk on over and hopefully knock out this Magic Apprentice. She whopped us pretty hard.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
In retrospect, not taking her down earlier was a mistake on my part.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
we all
she's
make
so-
mistakes. That's
yeah,
certainly not a serious
she
one.
does have a few a potent attack. Yeah, a potent attack. One of them.
Oh, well.
Hey, there you go.
Damn!
Well,
Ooh,
just remove her, honestly. Like, just remove
well,
her.
your crit.
I don't know what my crit is like neglecting to add that my damage does add. Oh, you know what it is? The die doesn't roll properly. It looks. Hold on. Is that?
Doesn't matter really.
I know what it is. I know what it is. Looks like I got an
It's
additional.
missing a feat bonus, looks like.
Yes, that's exactly what it's missing.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I don't know what the feat bonus is that gives you a
Incen-
+3 at this level, but it's missing it.
Incendiary dagger, which should be +2, which means there's an additional +1 I gotta chase later. But incendiary dagger would be
Alrighty.
the +2.
Well, Cedar
at
did
the
his
very
thing. Anything else he's doing? With I think a minor action left.
Minor action, no.
Alright. Manak,
I
you've been dueling with the short man, who's been hacking at your knees.
And I got exploded from behind.
Yeah, that was not fun.
What do I have left that I want to do to this guy? That is not a daily. Let's just use Weight of Earth.
Okay, at least keep him from getting away.
Yeah.
Not that he seems to be doing much of any getting away. But still,
Skadoosh.
that will hit exactly on the dot. His
And for
AC.
garbage damage.
Yeah, well, at least you hit.
And he's slow for what it's worth.
Yeah, he's not going to be getting away very easily. Not quite bloodied yet. That his heavy armor has been has been useful mostly. Alrighty, that's Manak's turn unless he wants to get into a better position.
No, I don't think there's really a more advantageous spot.
Okay. Sure.
Also, should we know that every time Zool uses Force Punch, she goes, "Ora, ora, 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 ora."
Alrighty. So
And then she yells,
Merriweather has kind of realized, looks around, sees the rest of his party down.
He surrenders.
No, he's going to make one more attack, then do so. He's kind of realized, I'm at least taking somebody down.
Wow, what a dick. if he surrenders after that, I think Zephyrus would probably still go after him.
Yeah.
If he's allowed to.
Yeah. So he's gonna try one more sword attack on Manak. See if he can finish trying to get him to go down. Oh!
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's
a nat one.
That's what we call effort.
Alright, fine.
He gets an F for effort.
Yeah.
After
exactly.
he tries to swing at one of Manak's knees, and he just kind of basically pulls his foot up.
I've just got my
Enough.
hand on his head, holding him at bay.
I mean,
Yeah, it turns into something like that, and he's like, you know what? Zoom. Just kind of drops it. I wasn't gonna win anyways.
Correct. You're about to get fucking
Thought I
rabbited
could
by a fox.
I at least wanted to take one of... See if I could knock one of you down.
Wasn't gonna happen, man.
I mean, he did so before, but I got right back up.
Yeah, so... Actually... He, after he, drops his sword, drops his shield, he's just like, alright, it was a good one. And just kind of reaches up with his hand to try and basically get a handshake from Manak.
Oh, Manak will reciprocate. He's not
Alright, he grabs
gonna be
one of your
hurt.
fingers and tries and does his best to kind of shake your hand.
Oh, yeah, that's
Shake,
right,
shake,
you're
shake.
Goliath.
Yeah, you're
shake,
big. He managed to get
Shake
two of your
your
fingers,
finger.
and that's about it.
It was well thought.
You're a tough one. Well, it was worth a try. Got farther than we did last time.
Improvement is always something to strive for.
Yeah.
Says the person he's never met before.
Yeah. So yeah.
I like how he's frustrated that like we've trounced him in the past, and it's our new guy that's like consoling him.
Well,
It's like,
actually,
yeah, man,
you haven't
how we
fought this
trashed
team
them.
yet.
Yeah,
No, we have.
No.
we fought another one.
You fought
I thought
Team
for
Gorgon.
sure we fought.
Last time you fought Team
I-
Gorgon.
I'm sorry.
You fought a group that had Team Mountainfall and another group.
I thought for sure we fought the team that Jilly was in the past.
No,
because I
Jilly
thought-
has made appearances as Dweon stalking target.
Yeah, that's why I thought we had fought
No.
her before, because I
No.
thought we hadn't had the comments.
So,
Alright, I'm just having a complete memory lapse. I
so
apologize.
how's everybody feeling?
I'm feeling fine. I'm just trying to
I
slow
can
down
keep
my...
going.
I can keep
Yeah.
going for a little while, but I will have to get off probably around 10, 15 at the latest.
10,
Well, what time is
15?
it for you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's 10:08 right here, but
Oh,
he's in like
yeah,
the,
an hour and 10 from
about an
now.
hour and 10 minutes. Alrighty.
Okay.
How about this? You've got the other side of the bracket has their semifinal. You could probably watch most of it if you want. And guess
Can I take
what?
a short rest while doing so?
Yeah, and you might, and you know, there might be some NPCs in the audience that you already know of or don't know yet that to talk to while things get ready for the next round.
Zephyrus will definitely go stay up in the stands while he attempts to summon Shadow back.
Shadow's like, "Meow," and doesn't come back for a while.
It's fine. I understand.
Shadow does not like being kitty, being kitty food. Or
I'll whisper to him, I'm sorry that the big Goliath man did not protect you well enough.
Put that on me.
I mean, between you, Cedra, and Dweon, you're the one who's going to be the most likely to protect him, so...
yeah. So yeah.
It's not our cat.
I mean, he was making sure you never got combat advantage
Alright.
against you. No, it didn't matter.
So yeah. Well, the next well, you can as you clear out of the, everybody gets cleared out of the arena, and they start doing some basic maintenance, and they make sure that the barrier's up this time, and is working properly after the problem with the after the dagger incident.
Oh, could any of you use a healing spell on me? Between fights, I want to make my healing surges go a little bit further.
There will be enough time that you could have a second short rest if you're really careful about it.
Yeah,
but,
Aya's just dedicating herself to watching the next match.
Yeah.
Zephyrus is surprisingly almost at full health because of all the
However,
healing people have done on him.
Dweon's not use the healing surge and give a small bonus to it, to the health. Dweon might be able to help Zool with that, with giving her a heal at the time during the break.
I'm going to.
I got surges to spare.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to ask around. I'm going to go to Dweon as well if I see Zool getting a potion from him. When I go up to Dweon, I'm also going to say, try using one of those. What are they? I'm starting to drag my mind. And I'm like, oh, the vitality ones. Use one of those on me on the next fight. So just throw it at me, right at the back.
The vitality ones. What are we talking about?
Yeah, the ones where it's like you don't heal, but you kind of
get a bunch of temp hit points.
Oh, that one?
He's trying to
I never do use that. It's the restative one. Yeah, I got curative and restative. Yeah, and you know what? Well, see, the problem is out of character, is that Dweon always ends up going last in initiative order, and so by that time you're usually beat down pretty good. It's almost
true.
well,
Dweon doesn't have a good initiative modifier for the most part.
Yeah, so if I do get a good initiative
before we
one
start
time, it
the fight,
probably
then?
wouldn't be a bad idea because it also gives you a +1 bonus to your AC to the end of the encounter.
Oh, it does?
Until there's one that gives you a bonus to, or some. There's a couple of things.
Yeah, I got 2. I mean, but I only get 1 of 2 of combined. I only get 2 per encounter. And the rest.
I have a plan. I want to see if it'll work next fight. I guess
Yeah,
we'll find out.
That's not a bad problem. That's not a.
All right. So, anyways, there's people in the while you're headed for a good place, you find that Dweon's parents have have a nice little area around them without any people in seats now. Probably for a good reason. Considering one of them got hit by a something.
Or an object.
So I run up to them and I'm just like, "Hey, Ma, hey, Dad. Oh, Dad, what happened to you there? Oh boy."
Yeah. He is in the middle of eating another another sausage in a bun.
Aya just comes up and she's like, "Oh, hey, look at all these free seats."
Yeah.
Hey, Dweon, any idea why these seats are empty?
Nope, no idea. Hey, this is my mom and dad.
Oh, Mr. and
Mom,
Mrs.
Dad,
Richardson.
this is Ia. She's pretty cool and she's on my team, as you saw. She she kicks ass. I mean butt. I'm sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
Aya will shake hands.
Yeah. So,
and flashes her winning smile.
Yeah. So, please introduce us to the rest of your friends too. Did any of the other people go with them?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Manak's sticking close to the party.
Oh, look at here comes Maddox. He's that big dude right there. He's pretty cool. And then there's Zool over there. Hey, Zool. This is my mom and dad.
Hey.
Yep. And then there's Zephyrus.
If Zephyrus might be walking by, but he would mainly be looking for Hope, and if he doesn't see her, he'd probably just leave the stadium.
Well, the announcements start going up. Alrighty, the next the second semifinal will be starting here between let's see, the Shield of Hope and the team of blah, blah, blah. And Sephiroth will recognize that's Hope's team, the first team.
If she's fighting, he'll just like kind of look over and just look back at the party and go sit next to them while he's summoning Shadow.
Shadow is being again.
He offers Shadow fish. Lots of fish.
Yeah, so
I mean, so far Shadow hasn't actually his ability has not actually been effective, but then again,
cool
we never get
kitty.
combat advantage done against us.
yes, not having combat advantage is useful for the most part. Yeah. Right. So they're starting to get they're gonna get started here in a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, while the rest of the party here are getting ready to watch. Aya, give me a perception check.
Oh, we're relying on Aya's perception now.
Well,
Oh no. Oh.
Yep. Well, at least I don't go blind. That's about the best. That's about all I do.
Oh my gosh, Cedric, why?
yeah, Cedra. Yeah, go ahead and role play that out a bit.
I didn't want to interrupt
Go ahead.
to get into shenanigans, but
Go ahead. Shenanigans are fun, usually.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cedar?
I brought the flask. Your parents cool. You got cool parents.
There's a good 15, 20 minutes at least between the last match and the next match, and then there's a couple. There'll be probably about 10 minutes between this semifinal and the final that you've earned yourself a place in.
Okay.
So there's some time to do a few things or to mess around a bit here and there.
Does Sephiroth hear Cedra talking about drinking alcohol?
Oh, don't even
Perception
get started
check.
with Cedra. He offered you some already. You turned it down, I thought,
yes,
right?
he does.
Sephiroth will just look over at Cedra and just like kind of say, "Please don't be drunk when we have to fight."
Only me and Manak, that sounds cool.
Alrighty.
Then Cedra goes off and
Get knocked out.
then Cedra goes over, smokes a huge joint, and says, "I'm cool, guys. I'm cool."
No.
It's alright, guys, I can still drive. I'll get us there. It'll be cool, I know the way. I'll get us there.
Oh no. Oh no. Sephiroth's permanent DD.
So,
Actually, I think it'd probably end up being Aya.
Probably right.
alright, so
And Aya is, of course, oblivious to all this.
She's just sitting next to my mom and dad, just being like, doo-doo-doo.
Just making small talk, like, oh, hey, look at that.
alright.
Oh, that
so,
looks like a bird.
yeah, they're doing a little thing before as they're getting ready for the next match. The match is about to begin in like 2 minutes, more minutes before the next match. As you're basically talking and stuff and getting ready. Finally, a vendor comes around to your area with some food, some basic food, like stuff, popcorn, bags, and
Dweon wants one of those
sausage
sausages.
and
His dad was
and slightly warm sausage in a bun.
Oh yeah, Dweon's totally with that, you know.
Yeah, those are clearly the winners of the bunch.
And there's
Does that
also,
cost money, or as fighters in the
some,
tournament, do we get it for free?
refreshments too, like drinks and stuff, of some sort.
We get nothing free.
Oh yeah, we're school athletes. We get nothing.
Well, yeah, Dweon's parents offer to get you something. You worked hard to get this far.
That's
I'll
good,
offer to get
because
you
Manak's
this
kind of
snack.
cool.
Dweon, your parents are cool.
Yeah, you know. I mean, back in the village, I didn't really get a lot of people, a lot of friends coming to the house. So this is cool. This is the way it should be. I'm just really, really happy that it's like family time.
Yeah.
Cephers will look over and to Dweon and say, "So you consider the stadium your house now?"
No. When I was growing up.
Yeah.
Because average intelligence, he's just staring at you, confused.
Alrighty, so
No. Here's a bag of peanuts.
another perception check.
No.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Slightly better, but not quite.
I still don't see any shenanigans going on.
Nope.
I throw a peanut at
You,
Aya.
however, feel about 2 seconds later a large, scaly hand just kind of come from behind and basically pat you right between the horns.
Oh no.
Oh man, that hand's been showing up around campus all week doing that.
And you find it to be attached to your old mentor.
Turd. Wait, what?
Well, I was gonna say first she immediately straightens up like in the deer in headlights position.
I just
And then
found Aya's reset button.
Yeah.
If you have large, scaly hands.
He has fairly big, scaly hands, and scaly arms, and scaly everything.
Hello,
Yeah,
Dragonborn.
it's just... What? What?
I said hello, Dragonborn.
Yes. It's a yellowish gold, almost scaled dragonborn. Just kind of has just managed to sneak up on Aya.
That ain't saying much.
Still easy, huh? To sneak up on Aya. Well,
Aya looks at me. She's like, "Brother Rogar."
Friar now.
Ah, they've
Yeah,
delegated
that's right. You've been
you to the
promoted.
kitchen, I see.
Yep.
I mean, what?
Yep. Honestly,
bad.
honestly, it's not been the most, well, I don't know how it managed it. I wish I did, so I could have done something different to not have. Well, be that as it may.
Well, it's good to see you. How's the mainland between you?
Everywhere wants to give me one. Everywhere seems to think. Well, I have had my fill of bananas, to tell you the least.
Bananas.
Well, you recall that there was not that one of the few fruits that grew real good out on your island was bananas, and it seems that because seems because they know bananas are from there. From our homeland. They seem to always think that's what we want to eat, and we don't. Not anymore. We want anything but them, for the most part.
You would think that they would offer us something other than bananas, considering that we can get bananas
They-
the same time we want back at home.
Well, they expect we like them.
What can you do?
Well,
So I haven't heard much from the church as of late. How's everything been back home?
busy. At least my department has been. But, well, at the very least, well, at least it's more peaceful for the most part.
Well, that's always good.
People I have to face at least don't want to put knives or other pointy things in me.
I know what you mean. It's been pretty busy here too. I mean, mean, not as many scuffles as I've had back in the island, but there have been a couple times when blade has to have been raised.
Cedar looks astonished and he interrupts. He says, "This has been less fights than you've been in where you came from."
Well,
yeah. I mean, back on the islands, not only were there enemy raiders, but we would also, attack, slave ships. I mean, slavery is a very big problem.
yeah. Well, at
That's
least
so cool. That never happened where I lived. Everything was boring. That's awesome.
well, maybe you can visit during a break, but
You know what? I should. Do you guys always get raiders, or is that like a seasonal thing, like in October or something?
It seems to be year round. I mean, the islands are pretty tropical, so it's not like we have a winter to worry about.
We threw the
See,
Scooby
why did I get
process
sent? Why did I get sent to school instead of sent to an island where raiders always happen?
the Dragonborn kind of laughs at you. Well, if you want to join the church, you're welcome to it.
Oh, I've been trying to enlist.
Yeah, the church thing going on. Yeah, is
Well,
like fighting raiders a church thing, or like does everybody get to fight raiders?
everybody gets to
Yes.
fight them as long as they're not part of them. But
Okay.
the church.
I was gonna say, Aya just kind of looks at you
Claims
with
a
a
lot
straight
of
face. Aya just looks at you with a straight face and says, "Yes."
I mean, maybe I'll still visit. That sounds. I mean, it does sound pretty awesome. I mean,
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah,
Zephyr's-
just because things have been a little less violent here doesn't mean there's any less light that needs to be spread.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I really like the idea of spreading crushing defeat to raiders. So I mean, that's cool too. I mean, like crushing defeat. I mean, I see how you're into Bahamut. You get to time together, but
yeah. Anyways,
um,
But yeah, so all this peaceful time has been giving me a lot of time to try to spread the word. I mean, it hasn't been too successful as a whole, but it's
eh,
at least
they're still
Please,
putting effort into it. That's good. Anyways, technically, I'm supposed to be part of a tour of the grounds right now, and I would like, but I'll see if I can be. I excused myself to use the outhouse. I hope they took my little excuse that I was a bit under the weather. So I could try and see your efforts. I did get here a little bit late in your during your last match. You did well. You all did well, very well, though, from what I saw.
unfortunately you missed our match against Team Gorgon.
Oh, well.
oh yeah, there are
Guys-
sworn enemies. Aya has been shown them what's what. We all have actually, but Aya helps.
We've
Yeah,
been spreading
maybe.
light to them with fire and brimstone. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're a very unsavory lot. One of the students is the niece of one of the professors, and she has a very haughty attitude towards everybody. And
Haughty, Hotty.
no, not that kind of haughty.
Wrong.
Oh, she does have a bit of charisma. Bit.
She has a bit of both. She is very warm.
Well,
Just very unsavory all around. Very proud and not in a good way, of course. Like very arrogant and they don't care about the
anyways.
plight of the
yeah.
less fortunate.
Anyways, before your
Meanwhile, Zephyrus looks at Cedra and he's like, "Wait, we care about the less fortunate?"
yeah. So anyways.
Basically, yeah.
So he's like, well, anyways, I think, well, I need to at least find a place to lay low for a bit. It's good seeing you. I might be able to get a nice haul. We're having a bit of a meet and greet tomorrow afternoon. Maybe before in a private room at, I believe it's the Purple Pegasus Tavern. If you come really early, I might be able to make use. We might be able to use it for a little bit before the meeting starts. And so, yeah. And I can talk to you more thoroughly about your experiences and such.
Alrighty, I guess I'll see you later then.
Yeah. Before he goes, vendor, 2 sausage sandwiches. And the vendor's basically starting to retreat, and he basically heads out that way to catch up to him and get something to eat that's not bananas.
And A begins to think like the Purple Pegasus. I don't think I've ever been there.
Yeah, it's a... Well, you haven't been... No, you haven't been there. You've gone by it a couple of times. It's one of the more fancier establishments in the area.
Ooh, getting fancy.
Well, it's fancy in that it has a couple of private rooms for a special event type thing. Not fancy as in you have to wear your best of the best to go in. It just has a few more bells and whistles in most places.
Or it's like, it's fancy. What does that mean? Only one of the toilets is missing its ring.
Yes, and of course it's the one that's open and usable. Useful for now.
Yep.
All right. So as you're talking, alrighty, time to start. Go! And the 2 teams that you find that the team, the Shield of Hope, which contains. Actually, let's show you who it contains, because they're gonna win. It contains...
Thank you, God, for telling me the outcome of this match.
Well, they will win. They do very well.
Although I am invested in finding out what exactly...
That means we have to fight them, doesn't it?
Yep.
Hell yeah!
You're fighting your girlfriends.
Yay! Me and Dweon look at each other, just like with pain in the eyes. And then
I
we resolve ourselves.
see your pain, and I saunter up and I say, guys, I promise you, if it needs to be done, I'll punch your girlfriends so you don't have to.
I look back at him and say, I call first dibs on Ulrich.
It's Team Shield of Hope versus Team Cannon Fodder.
Don't worry, I'll save some dailies for your girlfriend.
I don't like...
Which one? 2 of their two girlfriends are in the other team.
Well, the best part about
One for
those
each.
dailies is
there you go.
you can introduce the fun with everybody.
And just remember that those women
with
start
everybody.
getting uppity.
I look back at
Yes.
Zool.
Apparently, Ulrich is... Go ahead.
I look back at Zool and say, I feel like our girlfriends may have some dailies saved up for you, too.
And if those women start getting uppity, grab them by the daily.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, no.
No, not the Trump jokes. We've avoided them for so long.
Well, Ulrich seems to be the only guy on the team.
He
far as
has
we
a
tell.
misshapen orange wig.
Yeah. And a very orange face. It's weird. And this really weird looking mouth, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like somebody kept watering a new Oompa
Yep, nope, I call first dibs.
Alrighty,
Everyone, pilot Ulrich.
Alrighty, so that battle goes well for them.
Of
You've
course
seen
it
Hope
does.
and Seika do things before. You have not really seen Ulrich much since his spectacular defeat at your hand after winning with a bandage. But yeah, they do well. They have a Dragonborn warrior type. They have
So that's Frost Guard.
Yep.
They have
An
three people whose
elven
names
barbarian, probably. And a lady wearing a skull mask.
What if Slime Mage just wanted to grow up to be an accountant? So every time, like, she's at her desk and someone comes by and says, "Hi, Slime Mage." Hi.
It's not their real name. It's just I'm giving them their job because they don't have a. I haven't given them names yet.
What if Wild Elf Fury wanted to grow up to be a calm, collected citizen of a town?
Or a human. What if she wanted to grow up to be a human?
Yeah.
Well, she's
Yeah.
a wild elf, so I mean that
Okay.
was just
Anyways,
written
so
out of
yeah,
her.
there's a. So they do very well. Ulrich, Hope, and Seika pull off this weird like combo maneuver where they all hit somebody at the same time. But that's the Slime Mage seems to have acid attacks, spells. Some
Well,
sort.
I'm gonna hold Dweon up as a shield while running at her.
Oh no you don't. Oh no you don't. You're not drawing now.
Yes, I am.
What are you drawing?
Already?
What are you drawing?
Where are you? Oh, there it is.
What are you doing?
Alright, looks good so far.
Obviously, it's a crab emerging from some shell.
Obviously, it's the creatures with tremors.
It's some person or some. It's somebody with a mustache and hair or ears, or it's a rabbit with a mustache and a pointy hat.
It's Mickey Mouse with rabbit ears and a mustache.
All of us
Seems
fumble
okay.
more. Professor Fumblemore?
Okay, but can we talk about the fact that there are 3 or 4 auras out there right now?
Yeah,
What?
you get to find out what they do.
Yeah, there's 3.
So do we go ahead and roll initiative or what?
Well, like we said, there was what was it? Alex needed to get going here in within
I've
half an
got,
hour at most.
I've got some stuff to do that will take at least an hour. That's due at midnight my time.
Okay, so yeah, and having
Right
a
on.
little bit extra time. Besides,
Yeah, and I feel like if we start the fight, it will probably take a while because this isn't going to be an easy team to fight.
oh yeah, they're probably the toughest ones you will have fought once you fought them.
This is not surprising.
They might kick.
All right.
They might actually. I'll be honest. They might actually be able to kick your ass. Really.
I'm gonna look at Cedra and say, I hope you can burn the ice dragon over there, and it will actually hurt her.
I can get to her.
If you can
Yeah,
get to her.
well, I'm thinking we're gonna finish up here then.
I'm probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's no fire attacks here. I have, it's my weakness. It's our party's weakness.
Yeah, well, Hope might be able to burn things. Maybe. You don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But
Alright.
she's the only one.
Hey, Manak, before we start this battle next time, how many healing surges do you have left?
Let's see. I have 5. Yeah, 5.
Who has a lot? I need to borrow.
I have 3 before I
wait
start
a
spending
minute.
surges to heal from the short rests.
I have 8 left.
Oh,
Can
well.
can someone toss me some healing using someone else's surges?
What are you talking about? Willis?
Because I may have in my multi-classing have lost 5 healing surges.
God.
Oh.
Oh no.
I mean, I could technically. Okay, I guess I could do that outside of combat
Yeah.
if I borrow it from somebody else.
Like,
Right
how
now,
does that
I'm
even
down-
work?
Well, I would fill an orb and then toss it
No,
at
no,
it.
I'm talking about the 5 healing
Oh.
surge loss.
Oh, I know how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of character though. We'll let you know after we end the recording. So, let's finish up the recording then.
Okay, go for it.
Anybody want to say goodbye to anybody who might actually be listening to us who might be there? Are you
Except for
there?
just Dweon.
Goodbye,
Punch their
in like
girlfriends in the
3 or
face.
4 days while I'm like doing jump ropes or something.
Alright, well, we're going to say goodbye right now and finish up the recording.
I hope Cedra's not drunk.
No, I'm
Are you going to
not.
say
Oh,
goodbye?
Cedra.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
You only gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here.
I hate sugar and the desperate side.